rollout process for products so that farmers have more of these innovative tools that they're actually coming up with themselves?
Yeah, as you point out, this product really came through our 508H process from commodity groups and others. One of the issues is making sure the agents out in the field. Crop insurance is a public-private partnership, and we need to make sure our agents have the tools they need to be able to sell these products. There's always a learning curve with new products like this. This is an innovation that we hope will work. It gives opportunities for producers to try new things, to think about ways that they can improve their stewardship. And as we roll it out and both farmers and agents get more familiar with it, our hope is that folks will find utility in this approach.
Thank you very much. I will turn to Senator Boozman.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Secretary Bonnie, over the last 6 years, USDA and Congress have provided more than $70 billion in ad hoc disaster assistance to farmers, while at the same time, Title I Farm Bill programs have delivered less than $3 billion per year. So Congress has stepped up, but as you know, that's a difficult process. The delay in the ad hoc support resulted in assistance arriving years after the disaster occurred. The reality suggests the existing safety nets need to be enhanced and that we must find a better way to more quickly deliver relief to producers. So I guess really what I'd like for you all is to discuss that and tell us how we can do a better job to reduce ad hoc needs. How can we use the Farm Bill, or can we commit additional financial resources to improve the safety net or develop new risk management tools? What are you thinking along those lines? Because it is a huge problem. I think you're going to hear a lot about that today, and certainly it's something that our farm community is very concerned about.
I think the point that both you and the chair have made on the importance of reducing paperwork, rolling things out more quickly is really, really important. In the case of emergency relief, the emergency relief program, we tried to use existing data, pre-filled forms, and other things that would both reduce the workload, frankly, on our field offices, but reduce the workload on producers. And so we think there's a lot to learn there to move resources more quickly, and we think that will allow us as we move forward. I mentioned in my opening comments about the rice assistance, that we think we can take some lessons there to move more quickly. Again, we think crop insurance is critically important. We think NAP there's significant opportunities there, areas for us to improve NAP, to make it easier for producers to get in. But as you point out, there is growing interest and has been resources for these ad hoc programs. And I think our job, on the implementation side, is to get those out as efficiently and quickly as we can to help our producers. And to look for ways that we can enhance our tools, whether it's crop insurance, some of the programs Administrator Ducheneau works on, to expand them in ways that are most responsive to producers' needs.
Yeah, again, if we could come up with some ideas, we're spending the money anyway. $70 billion is a huge amount of money. We can be proud that we're doing that, and compared to the $3 billion, less than $3 billion that that are in your actual programs, how do we capture some of that $70 billion, put it into programs that people can rely on and use responsibly in order to make things work better? So it's a big problem, and it's something that we're all going to need to work on together. But if we could somehow make that work better, it would be a huge improvement. The federal crop insurance program has been successful in providing certainty for producers and their lenders in mitigating a variety of risk. It also offers flexibility for farmers to select which coverage options are best for their operation. What I get concerned about are efforts to use the crop insurance program as a carrot or a payment delivery tool to try and get producers to adopt specific climate and conservation practices without regard to what is best for their individual operations. The crop being grown or whether the practice is effective in a particular region. Can you commit to making sure that any efforts to expand the crop insurance programs are science-based, peer-reviewed, and protect the integrity of the program? And really what that gets to is kind of a one-size-fits-all. Cover crops don't work every place. But it might be, spending those dollars on education, and again, I'm just, thinking out loud now, but using those dollars on educational tools to help whatever those producers' needs are to better do a better job from a climate standpoint, a soil standpoint, or whatever. But I think right now we're kind of in a one-size-fits-all, and we don't like going down that path.
I think your point about one-size-fits-all is really important. Whether it's conservation or climate-smart ag, it's going to look different to different producers. Our job is to provide a toolbox. And I think with respect to crop insurance, everything we have to do has to be actuarially sound, right? We've got to maintain the integrity of crop insurance. That's critically important. As you know, we've provided some incentives for cover crops using a rebate there that doesn't affect the actuarially soundness of the program, but provides an option for producers. I think as we think about climate, productivity in and of itself is important. Got to keep producers producing. They've got to be economically viable. So anything we do, whether it's in crop insurance and elsewhere, has to recognize that's critical. And again, I think your point about the need for flexible tools is critical.
Good. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you very much. Senator Tuberville.